dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris. As I'm sitting here in my lair, working on projects, trying to get things done, and, an assortment of varying things, painting, assemblies, conversion ideas, and all sorts of craziness. And of course, it's Friday, the 15th of May in the year 2020. We're all shut indoors and, trying to avoid getting sick, trying to avoid getting others sick. And so, doing what we can do. This is pretty much the only game plan that humanity has to play until there is a treatment or a vaccine. So we're staying in. I was going to do some yard work, but I thought, it's Friday and I'm going to get some projects done. So I'm continuing work on the Funko today. We were working on him last week. The goal last week was to pretty much get him done. He is almost there, so I think today we should be able to just get him done. I'm not looking, to get an award-winning paint job on him. I just had an idea what I wanted to paint him as, and this is pretty much going to be it. So today, that's it. This is the last thing I'm going to work on, or last time I'm going to work on him on this program. So, anybody who's been, really, dying to see what else happens, probably not much, because, we pretty much just got to do some details. I did want to freehand a Griffin symbol on him. I did want to put a, like a check mark, not a check mark, but like, the checker pattern on the other shoulder. Although I may just do a tactical symbol, or, I don't know, what do Howling Griffons have on the other shoulder? I know the one shoulder has the chapter symbol, but what does the other shoulder have? Usually just has the tactical marking, doesn't it? Like, or Devastator or whatever. Maybe we'll just do a tactical symbol on this other shoulder. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, as I'm fond of saying. So we are going to get to work. Of course, we have our little guy all ready to go. And so we're going to just simply work on the black bits, as well as probably just put a little edging on some of these metal bits that we did last week. And we'll probably just glue him in too. We can probably glue him in. He's pretty much ready to go. He sits there nice and comfortably. I didn't bother cleaning up this section here yet. I may or may not. I don't know. It all depends on how nitpicky I feel. My palette here, my light is kind of in the way here. Let's go with, let me move this little light, and let me move this light over here. Is that better? That's not better. Just trying to get this thing out of the way here, so it's not so annoying. Big old glare in the screen. Is that good enough? That's good enough. We still got lots of light? We still got lots of light. Big glare off my screen. I can't see crap now. All right. Well, the screen has, anti-glare. This guy is shaping up. Anybody who's been following this, and of course the patrons, have early access to the work that I've been doing on this guy. So if you want to know how I've been doing this, and of course ahead of everybody else, because it'll be weeks before people see that stuff. So join me on Patreon. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work. I can see Ghost of Starman Deluxe. Sorry, my microphone's in the way here. Let me move this over this way a bit. There we go. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Just got back from my walk to the shops in time for the show. Well, awesome. You should leave the head unglued and put a little Space Marine brain in there. What would be funny, though? Is, now that you mention it, is like find another head, like kind of a generic looking head, or somebody's head who looks, kind of like a Funko normal kind of head, and put that in its place. That'd actually be kind of funny. But who knows? Yeah, and the other thing is we also need to finish off the bolt gun. Oh, I didn't even have that fastened. That was just sticking there. Let's fasten it. I'm not too worried about the opposite side. I just simply use a little bit of sticky tack. I'm not too worried about the back side of the bolter because you see like the one side here I have the casing painted, but this side, I mean, I'll finish it off, just putting some black into those areas, but you can see like it's not really that well detailed on the other side because again, they designed it that way. And I'm pretty sure I drilled at the barrel. I don't think these guns have their gun barrels drilled out, and so I did that initially, I think, when I initially took this thing apart. So let's stick a little tack down, and let's stick the gun down. Because we will get to this today. We are. That's the goal today. Today, we're finishing this guy off. We're not stopping for anything. This will be a no-holds-barred type of situation. I'm just going to get this gull dang thing done. All right, so first things first is I'm going to grab some lead belcher. Give it a good shake. Now, you may recall that we added a little black to the iron breaker. Not iron breaker. No, this is not lead belcher. This is iron breaker. Sorry. I can't even read. We added black to lead belcher just to deepen up the metallic bits before application. I could come in with lead belcher and do a first highlight on areas and then kind of finish off with iron breaker. I don't want to go too bright on any of the metal bits. So that's why I'm pretty much just going to do, I think, screw it. You know what? I'm going to grab lead belcher. Where's lead belcher? Maybe we will do initial. I'm already getting nitpicky about this stuff. You can tell I'm already getting nitpicky about it. Raziel! Wow, I forgot it's Friday and not Saturday. I was looking for the normal stream. The normal stream? Is there a normal stream? Is there such a thing as a normal stream? I don't think so. Let's grab some lead belcher. I don't think we need too much. We will find out. So we only have, what, these two side bits and the back bit, eh? Okay. Now, it shouldn't be too drastic a change in highlight. But let's find it. Oh, it is pretty drastic. Okay. That's fine. I am just simply putting in a fairly big, broad highlight. Sorry, I'm just kind of roughing this out here a bit. Plus there's quite a bit of paint down. Good enough. Like I said, I'm not too concerned with, everything here. I'm just looking to get this guy done so I can put him back on my shelf and enjoy him as a Howling Griffon. And that is it. That's the goal. We are just simply going to get this guy done. So hopefully everybody else is well out in the world, wherever you might be situated. Hopefully you're getting projects done as well. Hopefully. Yeah, I just did that half side like that. Screw it. You know what? I'm going to do another. I'm going to continue this highlight all the way down. Screw it. I was going to do an edging, but I'll do the edging in Iron Breaker. I'll leave the darker metallics on the facets of the side of the head. We will go a little bit brighter, I suppose. Okay. Go somewhere that's shiny. Yeah, he is kind of shiny. He is a little bit. All right, here we only have this, the nozzles. So the nozzles, we're just simply going to, again, just edge these. So pretty much I'm just going to capture just this edge here. And that will be it. And then, oops, shit, touch that. And on these backpack nozzles, we'll come all the way around, do a little edge just along here. Just all the way around. Just like so. In fact, we'll just do a couple little streaks just to bring out the highlight. Just like so. See, I'm not trying to get too painterly about it, but sometimes you can't help yourself. You just can't help your programming, as it were. Just like that. And the noozles. The noozles, we could probably dry brush these, but because the metal has, or I should say the vinyl has a little bit of texture to it, we're not. So I'm just simply going to catch just these leading edges of the little intakes here. Trying to be as neat as possible, but just really, really simple like that, just to bring it out. Man, I really do need some tunes on here. I don't know about you guys, but I usually listen to music when I paint. I'm not used to the quiet like this. Oh. And so this week, or last week I should say, or this week. No, when the hell was it? Last week. My Bandai Marine came in. And so I've been running with ideas in my brain as to what I want to do with it. And I'm not sure I'm going to film anything I do with it. I've got other little things in place on how I want to go about basically converting it. I am going to convert it. I most likely will paint it. So it's definitely going to be a conversion. I have pieces coming in, elements. One important bit that I wanted is proving very, very tricky to find. So I'm hoping that I can get it without having to, drop a ton of money on it. We talked about it in Discord there just the other day. Oop. That's it right there. That's all I want to do for that. Let's just go here, here, and here, 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 and here. Just for that. Looks all right. We'll go here. Almost hit the yellow. Almost made the first boo-boo of the day. Boo-boo. There we go. That's it. That's all the iron breaker I'm going to use there. Ghost Star Mandelics. I usually listen to you when I paint. Yeah, see, and like personally, I mean, I usually listen to music when I paint, just because I find, TV shows and other streams just a little too distracting. I end up, just listening, or paying attention to it, especially, if it's like a visual type of program. I'm going to do the bottom corner here of that. Bottom corner there. Bottom corner. That. And then here, I think we'll do just this top rim. Just along here, like so. Yeah. Just that. That's it. So a little edging on the nozzles. Now on the interiors, let's go with the bottoms of the plates here. I have to be a little bit careful here as we lay this in. Just like that. Nothing fancy. Just like that. There we go. Done. So now, on to what? Well, you know what? There was a little spot here I wanted to correct. See, I got a little bit of red overspray on the nozzles here. I wanted to knock that back. I'm going to use some black Templar and just kind of knock that back. Ghost Starman Deluxe Warhammer community retweeted a Bandai Marine with extra weapons that someone made, if I recall. Send me a link. Let me see what they did. So I have some ideas on what I want to do, and maybe those correspond with what I was planning. And maybe they can show me a more efficient way of doing it, or maybe I can work out a better way of doing it. It's times like that that I do wish I had a 3D printer. That would really come in handy for those kinds of instances. By doing this, I also knocked down the overall brightness of those hoses, but I actually prefer that, and I think I might have been planning on doing that. Who knows with what my brain concocts sometimes. I'm using this in a somewhat thinned out fashion. I'm not using it too heavily, so I can just go for a bit of a tinting on the surface. So that's it. Just that right there. And that knocks out a bunch of that overspray and makes it look just a little bit neater. Now then, we have them hoses, like the interior, the ribbing and the elbow joints and stuff, and we want to highlight that stuff. So I am going to grab some, what do we want to use? Go the normal way? Yeah, let's go the normal way. Let's go. Incubi Darkness, Dark Reaper, and maybe just the tiniest amount of Thunderhawk Blue. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go this route. It's kind of the usual route. I go with black when I'm highlighting it. Ghost Star Deluxe. I'll put it in Discord after the show. Yeah, please do. Well, put it. Yeah, you can put it there now. I have my Discord up. I mean, I can't see Discord right now, but if you wouldn't mind, sir. So, grab a little bit of Dark Reaper. Now, You may recall we were using Golden's carbon black to do the black areas. It's not really a huge issue. It doesn't really affect us a great deal. And I am pretty much just going to lay this in right as such. Oh, you know what? I did do the chest eagle, but I never highlighted it. Ah, there we go. That's right, we did metal on that. So I am going to very quickly just pick the skull out, since I still have the iron breaker still out. Just like that. There we go, it's a little bit brighter. Beauty. Beauty, eh? Alright. Incubi Darkness. Now we could mix Incubi Darkness with a bit of black just to knock it down a bit more, but I'm not too worried because I'm going to keep very minimal highlights on here. I'm also not worried about the shininess of it because I will knock it down. I can't see where the high points are. There we go. Just like that. Just like a quick little seam right there. So we'll do the same thing over here. Yeah, just like that. Do the back side. Not too worried about the interior of the in the crotch. Just more the big visible areas. So let's go like so. Yeah, just a little bit, just like that. Now it already does have a shininess to it. Were we going to leave that chest eagle black? I don't remember. But either way, let's grab a little bit of Dark Reaper. You know what? We'll mix it into the Dinky Darkness for Dinky buying. Just for gigs. That way we don't go too crazy on the color transition. Yeah, you know what? That's all right. Now these little highlights, we're going to go smaller. Oops. Hit some of the yellow. Just like so. And screw it, we'll throw a little bit of Thunderhawk Blue into that. And just bring it up a little bit more. Just that much, not much needed. Just like so. Yeah, that's fine. Just a little dot. Just a dot as needed. Just like that. And there we are. the next thing was putting a griffin symbol there. Now I got to quickly look up. Link is in the general. Link is in the general. Yeah, I see he's holding a thunder hammer. Is that from a? That looks like from the big statue. That looks like from the what was it? The Gabriel statue. You know, the Blood Raven guy. Yeah. Keyboard's way over here. Howling Griffon. Let's try Howling Griffon chapter. Okay. I just need a picture of the griffin. There's a picture of the griffin right there. Perfect. It's a big freaking glare on the screen. Ah, they got it bifurcated. The symbol's bifurcated. So, all right. This might take us... Well, some show it bifurcated. Some show it's a solid color. If I'm going to do it as the chapter and I'm going to do it properly on the arm, I suppose I should be bifurcated, right? Not bifurcated, quartered. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Quartered. So, we need to quarter that symbol there. I can't see my window anymore. I'm going to have to move this window. This is going to have to come all the way over here. There we go. That. Okay, we don't need Discord up at the moment. And I need my browser though. Shoot. Okay, well when I get to the chapter icon, I'll get to that. There we go. Yeah, well he's holding the Bandai Marine that is pictured there. He's holding the chibi, right? And he's also looks like he's holding the Thunderhammer from if you look up what the hell's his name? Gabriel something. He's like the main character in the Dawn of War games. He's because it's the Blood Ravens. The Dawn of War game has all the Blood Ravens, right? So anyway, that's what it looks like because that hammer looks huge on him. And I think that comes from that statue. It's a big collectible statue. Like there's one of Gilliman and one of this guy. And and then I think there's also a Blood Angel one as well. They're big maquette type of sculptures. So, yeah. I forget what I was doing. Oh, I was going to paint the symbol. Oh, I'm going to use Averland Sunset. I'm going to build this out. Averland Sunset should work just fine for building the color out, as this sits on top of dark colors just fine, and these Games Workshop colors will sit on top of the golden colors because they're all water-based acrylics. They all sit on top of each other just fine. So, but I don't know if I've ever actually done this with these paints. I mean, in theory, they should work just fine, but I could be completely wrong. Maybe there's something in the Goldens that don't want to sit and play well. Hard to say. But we're going to find out. We're gonna learn today. We're going to learn today. All right. So, how do I want this symbol? I'm going to go yellow here, yellow here. Yeah, that'll look, because yellow up there will be a pain in the ass to try and get to, so I'm going to do yellow down here, yellow here. That's what we'll do. So first things first is let's draw a cross. So this is about the halfway point. I'm trying to look straight at the bit. And so let's go something like that. Yeah, that's about halfway there. I look halfway. Can you guys even see that? I don't even know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna try and get the top portion of this. Hopefully I can get this without nicking too much. Should we do it this way? It is tricky. Just like that. All right. Now the center of the cross I will make right around halfway point being here. So I'm just going to quickly rough this out. Just like that. So there we go. So now, take a bit of our Everland Sunset. Whoop, almost dropped this guy. And let's see if we can't get this straight line right across this point here. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Can I rotate this head? Or will it mess up the rest of my paint job? Just trying to find a comfortable position. I went a little thick on that line, but that's okay because this is where I want the yellow. I'm just looking to try to create a straight, even line there. This side shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I kind of messed this up now. Not really, because this is the inside of the line. So this is where it should go. Just like that. That looks kind of wonky at the moment, but we'll clean it up. So let's start with this upper portion here. And of course we can always come back in with red, try and fix that up. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come in and fix that up a bit, but it's okay. Sort of looking like a checker or quartered pattern. So I got to get in real close here to see what I'm doing, just so that I don't really mess this up. So when you're often going for these kinds of details like this, you definitely want to take your time, try and do it right so that you don't have too much cleanup to do afterwards. Know what I mean? Try not to overwork your paint too. That's not terrible. See there? Looks like a little quartered pattern. Let's come back in, see if we can't clean up some of these edges here. It's not too bad. We're going to come in with just a bit of red there. And I think I sprayed that with Wild Rider Red. So I should be able to just come in Wild Rider Red to clean that edge up and get it all done. Also working with the color in a little bit of a thinned out state so that I can kind of layer it on a little bit smoother. Oftentimes one of the things I like to do temperature to the line. Sorry you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but I need to get comfortable when I do this. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There. And it's a smooth, even coat. There we go. So we'll let that dry a moment. And wild red, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm getting forgetful. Getting the forgetfulness. Need another sip of coffee. Ah. Got a little spooch of yellow there too. We'll thin some of this down, try and hide some of the boo-boos. The boo-boos. So this should work. Might be just a little bit too bright, but we'll find out. If I need to come in with just a little bit darker color, just to kind of clean that up. Let's grab a little bit of the color. Don't need much because we're just cleaning up a line. Right, that hair's out of place. Why is it doing that? All right, let's go like this. Yeah, this is too orangey red. I need to come in with a red. No, it should be fine. I guess once I lay the symbol down, I guess that's fine. It looked a little wonky at first, but I'm okay with it now. And all right, I was gonna thin a little bit that down. See if I can clean up. There's a little spoochy yellow here. See if we can get rid of that. Just like so. Yeah, there we go. It's gone. Just like that. It's gone. Alright. So now we're going to take some Uriel yellow. And I suppose we could mix it in, but I don't think it's entirely necessary, but screw it, we'll mix it in. We'll make a highlight color for those checkers out of this. Grab a nice little dollop. And we'll mix it right here. Gotta make sure we stay in our lane here. And maybe a little bit more Everland, yeah. Plus, too, a lot of the color is going to get obscured by the symbol itself. So, I don't have to be too concerned about it. And I'm not going to go for any big, broad highlights. I think I'm just going to do fairly, like an edging almost in this. But I definitely want to try and keep it neat. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see that okay. Come in, do another layer. Like that. You gotta give that a moment to dry. Have a sip of my coffee. You know what? Let's turn the dryer on. No comments? No? Nothing? Okay. Freaking hair's a mess. I think I need a haircut. I was thinking about letting this stuff grow, but I don't know. It's starting to get on my nerves. Yeah. Definitely need to thin the color down just a bit, just because the color is sitting on the surface. Like, I'm starting to see a lot of brush strokes. So I'm going to take some of this water here. I'm going to mix it right into this highlight color I created. Turn it into a really, really thin glaze. I often do this when building out a base coat or just building out something so I want the color to be smooth, because I add extra water to it, put a couple layers down, and when it reduces down, it tends to smooth out the surface. Like, this color is like super thin. And then all I do is I just lay it in like a glaze. Just push it around. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, right now the paint is looking like kind of heavy on here, so I'm not happy with that. Again, I realize that, you know, we're going to end up, you know, sealing this and all that, but it just annoys me. So let that dry. Ghost Star and Deluxe not commenting too much. I'm finally getting around to painting the Leviathan Dreadnought. I sent you an email about 4 years ago. Oh, you sent an email about it 4 years ago. I got you. That's a long time, man. It's a long time. Alrighty. Sorry, it's just in the Discord there. What? Okay, so Howling Griffon. Okay. Good, good. Ghost Starman, yeah, that was the first email I ever sent to you. Oh, really? Wow. That was a long time ago, man. A long time ago. Whoop, shit. Frickin' brush fell out of my hand. Ugh. Did I hit anything? I don't think I hit anything. Amazing. Sometimes when that happens to me, I end up making a gigantic ass mess. Oh, I did hit something. Damn it, I made a spot over here. God dang it. I wonder, will Wild Rider Red fix that for me? Let's thin it down. See if we can push this color. Probably not. I probably need to come in with some Evil Suns. Yeah, it's going to take Evil Suns. God darn it. Arg. Scarlet. Grab just a little bit there. It's too much. No, that red is still a little too high. Let's take a little bit of that together. See if that evens it out. It's not as bad. That's not as bad. Alright, we gotta let that dry now. Oh, I can hear the wind blowing now. Sounds windy. I'll grab some Uriel Yellow, and then we're just gonna do a quick little layering inside the yellow pattern here. That's all right. Just like that. Give that a second to dry. Then we'll break the yellow down into a glaze and just glaze a couple layers, quick layers in. Screw it, let's use the dryer. Oh, excuse me. Let that dry a couple seconds. I suppose the other way we could have went with this as well is masking off the area and building the color up. We could have went that route as well. I suppose. Oh, my freaking hair's everywhere. I don't have an elastic or anything, do I? No, I do not. We'll use one of these. It's probably bad, but this shit's pissing me off. That's not gonna work. It's too big. Frick. Frickin' frick. Frickin' frickety frick. Frickin' hair. Don't be surprised if you see my head's all completely shaved or something. Alright. So, there we are with the checker pattern on the shoulder pad. And so next is painting up a griffin. Now, to do that, we have a few options at our disposal. We can use a contrast paint, like Black Templar, to draw out our shape and slowly build it up. We could use Abaddon Black, thin it down, draw it out to shape. Or we could use actual black ink, draw it out, and, bring it up to shape. I'm kind of inclined to do it in black ink. Of course, I could also do it in golden black as well. Um, options, options, options. Yeah, we'll do it in black, carbon black, golden paint. We'll do it in this stuff right here, carbon black. So I have to make this nice. Make sure this is nice and shooken up. Just get a really big transfer. Well, you know what? Really, realistically, the shoulder pad, like how I'm gonna do the Griffin symbol, is not gonna encompass the entire shoulder pad. It's actually only gonna encompass maybe about, you know, not very big. And an actual Space Marine shoulder pad, like the symbol for, you know, like the Griffin symbol. I mean, like, I'm not really. It's only maybe about double that size that I'm gonna create that little Griffin there. I'm not gonna paint a Griffin on the entirety of the shield because it's just going to get lost in that space, right? I'd rather have it a little bit smaller within that space. But yeah, I mean, like the shoulder pads, you know, like really not that big a difference, right? So now when that gun's in play, oh shit, I put that there. Yeah, and we'll just do a tactical marking on this side. We'll just do a tactical. Anywho, so let's grab some carbon black. Now here's the point where we got to be really careful, because I'm gonna move that head out of the way, because I know I'll just scream right on this stream if I knock him into some black paint or something. Just because it's such bright colors, and you know, at that point I'd probably just decide to strip it and start over. If I did that. Yeah, this stuff is really thin. I think I showed it in the last video. Just, you know, how easy it is to work with this paint. But mind you, though, it does get on your fingers. So now I'm going to switch screens here so that I can see my reference material, which is the Griffin symbol. And I'm going to move this over here so I can see it better. Why won't that move? There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think I've shown freehanding this symbol before. So that curvature in the waist is pretty much the central point. I'm going to switch over to a more detailed brush. And in fact, I might fall out of frame quite a bit as I do this, because I want to make sure I do this correctly. So the pelvis basically starts in this area. Two legs come down, little tail, the chest comes up, and the head should end up somewhere over here. See see how like there's this real steep curvature. Like the shoulder pad is not like the Space Marine shoulder pad where, you know, a lot of the pad faces forward, which is why I don't really want the Griffin symbol to go too far up the shoulder pad, which is why I don't want it too big, because that curvature there, I mean, like, so much is lost up there, right? If you look at the symbol, if you look at the chapter symbol, I mean, yeah, it occupies a lot of the shoulder pad, but the shape of this shoulder pad, it's not going to work very well. So let's get things started here. Let's get the ball rolling. So anybody following along, this is the point at which your bravery test. So I just got to think about how big the scale is. I want this. So I want this leg to come only about this far. Right? That leg comes back like that. So now the front haunches are more like this. Right? Yeah. So his head will finish up here-ish. Yeah. And then of course the wings are going to finish off over here-ish. Wings almost match up with the head. So the wings are going to feet come down a little bit more. So yeah, it should occupy that space okay. I should be able to do this okay. I should. So, let's start with this leg, I guess. Spiky bit comes out. Kind of curls around like so. We're just going to start building up the shapes. Thickness comes back like so. A bit like that. This leg is kind of a triangular shape. Like so. It's also a bit of a C. Like so. It's probably a little too far, but like so. Little tail, we'll worry about that later. So the chest goes back like so. It's kind of in this shape. Teardrop shape. Now for the head. Head kind of lines up with the front knee, or at least the beak does, but it's essentially just a C shape like so. Yeah, okay. Oh, what's that? It's kind of I almost made a boo-boo there. Whenever I've talked about doing freehands and such in videos, I always try and recommend you keep your brush perpendicular as you work along the surface. It is very key. I almost made a boo-boo there by having the brush at a slight angle as I was trying to move paint around. So I almost made a boo-boo. Now that wing shape. Okay. The wing shape should kind of come like so. Yeah. Should come right in here like that. Something like that. Yeah, drawing that head is going to be a pain in the ass. The head is definitely going to be pain. Okay. Let's see here. Just trying to draw in some of the wing shape here. right. No, feathers need to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Looks a little bit more like the wing, don't it? Fucking hair is pissing me off. I think I need a little bit more black on my palette. Oh, phone, what did you want? Oh. No, not important. Ugh. So that's one thing you gotta watch out for. Make sure you don't get any paint on your fingers. Okay. Back adder. Let's keep working on the head, I guess. Right? Yeah. Like I said, I may fall out of frame as I do this. And in fact, I'm going to fall out of frame right now because I want to get this right. That head should be like that with the knee. Okay. Little spickies. Here we go. Starting to take shape, no? Just a little bit? I don't know, I can't see the chat right now, so you guys could be running amok for all I know. Alright, let's do this back leg here. So this should go 1, 2, 3. Okay. connector for that. Oops, down. A little bit of a boo-boo there. I don't know if it really matters, but whew. Let's do that front foot. Okay. Claw's kind of rearing up. And then little spikies. So. Is it looking like the Howling Griffon symbol yet? Don't bother responding because I can't see what you're saying. All right. I guess we'll just do the claws now. Claws kind of run like a Y shape in front. So one runs this way, one runs that way. Yeah, the claw that comes upwards, that's going to be a pain because that comes up in here. That's going to be a pain. Boo earns. Okay, let's see. Let's accomplish the flare. What's that? That's like that. That's a little much, but screw it. It's not quite as accurate as I'd like, but this has already gone way bigger than I was intending. So the next hand, this is going to be tricky. Very tricky. I can't even see what that is. Aha! I can't access that point. Oh, and I've completely made a mess of it. Oh, it's already a mess. Made a mess on that hand. Oh, do we bother cleaning it up? Sure, why not? Well, we're going to let that dry. I'm going to actually hit that with a hair dryer. But I think for the most part the symbol is done. I'm not going to really bother highlighting it, I don't think. Doesn't need it. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back in with the red and fill in the negative space and basically just clean up that hand just a little bit. Mind you, nobody's really going to see this, but I'll know it's there. So why not just clean it up? Do I have any Evil Sun Scarlet left? No, not really. So I'll grab a little bit of Evil Sun Scarlet, and this should do it for this. Then we work on the other shoulder pad. We're just going to put a nice little fat triangle in there. Not triangle, but, you know, those things. They're used for pointing. Arrows. That's the word. Oh, excuse me. So we're going to clean up that claw right there. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with how that claw looks right now. So there it is. Howling Griffon. Icon. Painted. Free-handed. Whatever. It's drawn into place. I'm done with it. I'm over it. Move that back. Now we're going to put a tactical symbol on this side. And I don't know if I have enough color left, so I'll have to grab another dollop of paint. So I'm just moving this window over so I can see if there's any chat comments. If I missed anything. Hail Bop, heyo. Always wanted to paint a Howling Griffon. Yeah, give it a try. Just do one Marine, yeah? Oh, the coffee's cold. Ugh. Been a while. Time we at here. Holy Kermoles, hour 20. Grim, looking good, thank you. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Yeah, it's starting to look good. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, so there we are. With that. And so we're going to put a tactical arrow on that side. And basically, if I'm going to stay true to my goal here, I think I better hurry up and get that bolter done. Make sure I got no paints on me. Let's grab this brush here. Alright, so for doing the tactical arrow, I'm only going to go about this far up, come down through the center, and then just create the triangle there, and then just fill in the band. And that'll be pretty much it. So, just got to figure out where the center is, which is something like here-ish, and I want to work out where the top of the arrow will be, which will be about here-ish, like so, and just basically come straight in like that. So now this will be the center of the arrow. This sort of thing works for the small models as well as the big model. So now we're doing it kind of like a cross, where I want the bottom of the arrow to be. So now I'm going to work it out by about here, and I'm going to bring it all the way over like so. And I want to try and keep it even. So, just like that. We're not too worried if we go too far out. Does that look even? Mostly even. Like I said, at this point here, I wanted to just get this guy done. So now, we simply connect up the dots. So, and like so. And then we thicken up the base, and that'll be our arrow. For the thickening up the base, I'm going to just come out something like that. Okay with that. Just fill in the shape. Fill in the shape, clean it up, and then fine tune it as needed. Yeah, so it is a little wonky. So we are going to have to fix that up a bit. I want to even up the base here, where it meets up with the shoulder pad. Like so. Clean this. Well, no, I want to clean this side up a bit. Now, when you start cleaning up things, one of the dangers you can end up running into is, kind of building out the shape a little too much. Especially when you're going for high contrast colors like this with the yellow and the black. Because any errors you make will be a bit of a pain to clean up. Not impossible, just a pain. Yeah, now I'm just going to straighten up that angle up there. So make sure I get a nice... amount of paint on my finger. There we go. Little tactical arrow, Howling Griffon symbol, and that is pretty much where we want to go with that. Oh wait, I remember there's this little spot over here on his chest eagle that's not quite covered up enough. There we go. Yeah. There. All right. That's as far as I want to take that. Now it's the bolt gun. Do I have any color left? No. that's solid. So I think we'll do a little edge highlighting there. Grim, cool, thank you. All right, we're gonna highlight the black just a little bit, not much. I'm gonna do it in the same fashion we did for the little joins. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of Inky by Darkness, slap it on my palette. Actually, there's still a little bit of black here. This side of the bulk needs to get done. I'm not too worried about like down here so much. It's just more or less at the top, just so that you know the whole illusion works. Just like that. Basically on these leading edges. In and around these doodads. Like so. Yeah, because I don't think you really see anything once you put this in place. I'm not too worried about it. Do the front end of this casing here. Yeah, there we go. Good. Alright, so with Inky by Darkness, we are going to put a little highlight in there, just along the leading edge of the gun, just basically there. Nothing too fancy. And do that bottom edge of the catch or the ejection port, just to bring some detail in. It's a very shallow detail, but bring it in anyway. Just like that. Back side here. Just like that. There we go. Just a quick little edging there. Then, with the Inky by Darkness, we're going to throw a little bit of Dark Reaper into it, because that's pretty much what we did with the previous colors we had done. Zip Miniatures, evening all. How's it going? Not bad. Not bad at all. Not too bad. Just going to mix that in. Give us a nice little highlight color. And then we just quickly pick those edges. Again, as well, we always highlight. We're very minimal with our highlights. So we just go right there. Just along that edge. Set this corner. We'll catch the back of the catch. Just like so. Yeah, just a little bit right there. In the back corner of the gun. Just like so. That's it. Then, make a little bit more highlight color. Throw a little bit of Thunderhawk blue in. Zip Miniatures, good to see you painting up this little fella again. Yeah, finally. Today's goal was just to get this guy done. Nothing fancy. We're not going for award winning or anything like that. Although I do want him to look kind of nice in pictures because I have been taking pictures of these guys, and I do have an idea for another picture that does involve this guy, so which is why I want to get this guy done. So grab a little bit of this final highlight color, and we're just going to go just for the corners, just like so. That will be it. Here in the catch, just like that. Back corner, just like that. And that'll be it for the black. Looks all right. Still stays black. All right. Let's do his little eagle. For this, we're going to use some scale 75 Viking gold. Now, I think this has to be shaken up very well, but it's okay because usually the metallics with scale 75, they're a little bit like thinner than I find with the regular opaque colors, which is kind of interesting. But I do enjoy scale 75's metallics. They just go on so nicely, so smooth, and they don't often take very many coats to do. So that's why often you'll see me use scale 75 metallics, because I just enjoy them and then they lay on nice and smooth. Zip miniatures. Why did you decide to paint him up Howling Griffon? Why? Howling Griffon is my second favorite Space Marine chapter. First being Crimson Fists. Slap a little bit onto my palette. Don't need much. End up getting myself on the finger. Time we had here. Oh, we got 25 minutes left to show. We should be able to finish this bolt gun in time. And let's get this detail done. School. Yeah. It's looking all right for the moment. Try not to hit any other areas unnecessarily. Second layer. There we go. There. Looks all right. Next, we'll take a little bit of dwarf gold. Make sure this is all shook up. And I think with the bolt gun, I mean, we'll do a little bit to the metals here, but I think we'll pretty much be done. Yeah. All that'll be left is to glue them. I think all I'll use is CA glue, just regular CA glue, just to get this guy painted up or finished up. Ah, frickin' dropper bottles. That agitator got stuck inside there. Too much gold. Oh, wasteful. Okay. Just a real quick little highlight there. I don't think we really need to push that any brighter. So next, you know what I just realized? I think that part should be black. Shouldn't it? If that's the part that he grabs onto. I think that part should be black. Or this part right here. Ah, screw it. We'll leave it. Okay, now we have all these metal bits. And we want to add a little bit of life to it. So, we could take, I don't know. I suppose we could take just, say, basilicum gray and just lay this in the shadow points, or use it like a wash. Yeah, let's just use it like a wash. We'll do the metal with basilicum gray. Okay, screw it. No, we'll use Nuln Oil. Just because Nuln Oil will dry more consistent. And for the Nuln Oil, I will use the gloss variety. I'll use Nuln Oil gloss. Just because it will keep it kind of, you know, shiny. Shiny. Keep the shininess. How much time left? 20 minutes. We'll do it. Don't worry, we'll do it. Now I'm going to use this straight out of the bottle initially here. Nice. Stay open. It's not going to stay open. And I'm pretty much just going to use this in a broad fashion over the entirety of the metal. Like so. It's just going to give us some deeper points on some areas. Some of the little details inside the gun barrel. The little doodad on the... What is this doodad above the gun? That's a scope, but what's that? And what's that? Does anybody know? What are those little doodads on a bolter? Do they have a point? I guess is the next question. Or are they just doodads and just there for aesthetic? Don't know. Who can say? Who can say? And yeah. We'll swap the gun over a bit here. Let's do it inside the barrel. Keep that from getting too heavy. We'll get the other side of the gun here in a sec, but I'm going to quickly hit this with the dryer. And any comments? No? No comments. I know it's terribly exciting watching me blow dry my model. I'm just going to quickly, once this is dry, I'm going to hit the other side with this wash. I've got a couple points here where the wash settled kind of funny. Kind of see on the back side there. Also on the barrel. We'll fix that once we dry this up. Okay. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's hit the other side. carefully here. The other side is not really visible because the Funko does take up most of that room, so I'm not too worried about being, you know, terribly accurate. But I do want to hit some of these details here, just in case some of them are kind of visible from, you know, another vantage point. I'm sure there's tons of things I've missed, but again, I'm not too broken up about it. Not too worried. Alright. Hit that with the dryer. Ghost Starman Deluxe. Finished with my Dreadnought for now. The Nurglings are on the base is done, and I've got the base coats mostly finished. Just need to get some bronze paint for the metals. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm just using a cheapo little hair dryer. Anybody's wondering what hair dryer I'm using? Oh, that's too much there. Wipe that off. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Oh, I got no coffee left, do I? No! No! I need my coffee. Thing with gloss wash, it's kind of hard to see if it's dry or not. Because it's still shiny, right? So I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure that's gotta get dry more. Alright. So now we're just going to quickly hit the silver. We're just going to do just a bit of edging on it, and we're going to call it a day. Oh, we're also going to fix that barrel there. Yeah, that's solid. So I will just simply grab some iron breaker, and we're just going to do just a quick little edging on this metal. And with that, I think we'll be done. I'm pretty much done with this guy. Are you guys done with this guy? I know the last couple weeks there I've been working on this guy, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably ready to see something else on the menu, as it were. Oh, excuse me. So, let's grab. Now the next question is this bright enough? Yeah, it's bright enough. I guess. Oh, we're going to do the top here. Yeah. Let's do just the top. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah, I suppose we could come in with a brighter silver. Since this is the bolt gun, after all. It is the icon of a Space Marine, as it were. I guess we could come in with some brighter metallics. Yeah, we will. Let's clean that up. That's a mess. Just look at that. Let's do the front of the barrel too. Just like so. Gun barrel stand out. overbrush there. Yeah. Something like that. You know what? We will grab a little bit of a brighter silver. Rune Fang steel? Rune Fang steel. Where is it? Where's the Rune Fang steel? The Rune Fang of steel. It's the runest of fangs. We're just going to simply add this into our iron breaker just because I don't want it too much big of a jump into the silver. So this has been sitting for a bit, so I'm just going to make sure it's shook up pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see the medium. See how it's kind of got light blue? This is going to get shook up pretty good. Like I said, it's been sitting for a bit. That's been better. Screw it. Oh no, that's not even mixed. All right. No time for that. Let's go with scale 75. Speedo metal? Yeah, Speedo metal. Oh, jeez. Knocking all sorts of chemicals over. We use Speedo metal, which is like Rune Fang steel. They also have another one, scale 75, if you're not familiar with them. It's called White Alchemy. It's really good. It's really bright, and it's silver, and it's really fun. I think by the time I get all this crap shook up, it's paint I left initially is going to be dry. I don't hear the agitator going. Usually I kind of bang these in my hand here, just kind of get the paint shook up. Again, these paints have sat for a little bit. That's the problem when you have a lot of paints that you don't use regularly, that they'll just sit, and sometimes the pigment will solidify, right? And that's just, the nature of paints. There's not much you can do about that. That's why I don't really encourage people to just keep buying paints. I mean, like, get some stuff that you want to experiment with if you feel it necessary, but yeah, a lot of people seem to feel it necessary to just buy entire paint sets. Just buy all the Citadel, buy all the Vallejo, buy, you know what I mean? And it's really wasteful because you're not going to use all that paint. And so I don't understand why people want to do that. It's a mystery to me. Mystery. All right. Oh no, there's enough there. Okay. Do. Let's grab a little bit here. Mix that right into that iron breaker. Yeah, that's actually plenty bright. That's actually pretty bright. So we're just going to hit the barrel, hit the scope, and be done. Just like so. So then we'll catch this, the bottom edge here. And we'll catch the leading edge of the scope here. Actually, let's do a strong band right through the center, just to represent that strong highlight. Just like that. That's not bad. All right, screw it. We'll edge a little bit too. Oh, we didn't take care of that. Oh well, screw it. I don't care. I no longer care. Catch the top of this detail. Clip. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much done. Let's get more on the barrel here. Really bring this forward. Just like that. Ghost Starman Deluxe. I have all the green paints, so I can build up 87 layers of highlights on the helmets of my Beltan Eldar. Right. But are they all done? And once you're done, you're still going to have tons of that paint left over. So then what? You know what I mean? Like, it's wasteful. It's just wasteful, man. All right. Let's remove that. Let's remove this. Put that away. Put this in his hand. Something like that-ish. There. Bang. Bolt gun. In hand. Yep. And then... So I think I'll just use regular CA glue to fix the head down. But there it is, kiddos. My Funko Howling Griffon is finally frickin' done. Dun, 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 dun. Now watch me drop them into the paint or something. And what time is it? We got 7 minutes left of this show. Awesome. Oh, and I got to seal this guy first. I'm going to seal... Well, I'll probably mask his eyes because I'm going to keep his eyes glossy. But I'm going to mask the entire... spray the entire guy down in varnish. And be done. So we did the chapter symbol on his shoulder. We did his tactical marking on his other shoulder. We finished off the bolt gun. We finished off some other details. Cleaned up some other areas. And we got this guy done finally. Done. He's done. I'm happy with him now. He's definitely worthy of my collection now. But he's done. I'm going to hang up my rag here. I'm just going to glue him later. Varnish him. Ghost Starman Deluxe. That was a joke if it wasn't clear. I know. Come on, Ghost. Do you think that I don't think that you're joking half the time that you type something out? I know you're a little bugger. All right, we're done. So I'm going to save that rest of that work for later. Same with the varnishing. And yeah. What do you guys think? Does he look cool? I mean, kind of hard to see there, but I'm quite happy with him. I mean, I'm just happy he's done. Realistically, I'm just happy he's done. He's done finally. Done. Ghost Starman Deluxe. I don't joke half the time when I type stuff. I joke 90% of the time. Yes, I know. You're a kidder. You are a joker. Har har, hardy, har har. So, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Next week, I'm not sure what we're going to work on. I actually had the idea of it'll probably be a little bit boring, but I'm thinking that I am going to work on my Corsairs, my Eldar Corsairs. They are, you can see like a wing broke off there. I got to fix that. They're like halfway done, maybe. And so I'm thinking that it is time to get this unit done. I have about 20 something of these guys to do, and I've always wanted to include them in my army and, have them for lists and such. So, yeah. I think it's time I get this unit done. So there's like 20 of these guys to do, and I have 3 that need repairs, so I'll probably start off with that, or I might get that done at the beginning before I do the show. I don't know. Or the stream, I should say. But I think that'll be it, and I think that'll be the next getting projects done, I think, is getting those Corsairs finally finished and painted. So I've sat on them for a while. And, yeah, so. Also, I mean, it'll finally allow me to commit to a color scheme for them. Basically, I think what it is, it's going to be, because I have that black element on them, they're metallic, bright, candy red, and the weapons are a bone color. And I think I'm going to stick with that kind of color scheme. So it'll be essentially be a red, black, and white color scheme. One of my favorite color schemes, really. Ghost Army Deluxe Funko is looking pretty fresh though. Corsairs would be cool to see. Very shiny boys. Yes. So get a whole bunch of them painted up. And the fun part is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't know if I've ever shown these guys before. Actually, I've been working on them for a very long time, and here I will show you guys really quickly. Let's change the focus here. Let's change it to that. Yeah, there we go. So a long time ago, I had bought. Man, I can barely see that screen. I bought a bunch of elf heads from fantasy and such, high elves and dark elves, and so I used them amongst the Corsairs. And so you can see here, this is like one of the leaders, the gang or the unit leaders, and then of course I think with the regular troops, they have their helmets and everything, and I think the helmets will stay red, but I'll do the mouth guard in bone. So the guns will be in bone, the mouth will be in bone. I'm thinking actually the wing blades, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. I was going to do with a gold, like a metallic gold, but now I'm thinking I might do just bone, and just do a bone color inside the membrane. But otherwise, yeah, so it'll be just bone weapons, flesh for heads, black hair, because I have everybody with black hair, and yeah, so I think that'll be next week, getting projects done. So we're going to start the process of getting the Corsairs painted up and finished and all that jazz. And so with that, I will bid you all a good day. Get your projects done. Keep painting. Quit buying all sorts of crazy ass stuff. Or buy more, whatever makes you happy. I don't know. But I will see you guys later. I want to thank all my patrons for their support and allowing me to continue to do this work and continue to film and, you know, educate. That's it. Click the link in the description below for Patreon. Way the brush. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. This is Friday when I record these, but I will see you guys tomorrow. We're still doing this regular timey stream, the old timey stream. And if you have any ideas as far as what you'd like to see on getting projects done, because maybe I'll shelve the Corsairs and maybe I'll work on something else. I don't know. But I was thinking that was going to be the next thing I work on getting done. But yeah. Alrighty. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go grab some lunch. I'll see you guys laters. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I need a theme song. That's what I need. Eventually, I guess.